was going too far. Said there's never any compromising. If you try to win the battle to be who you are, I dance to the left, I dance to the right. Hold hands with my demons and creatures of night. On an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So will you take a little walk on the wild side? Be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right. Hold hands with my demons and creatures of night. On an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out Someone who can hear me and drink from the light to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? I dance to the left, I dance to the right. Hold hands with my demons and creatures of night. On an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out Someone who can hear me and drink from the light to see things from the same side.
Okay, it's fucking working again. I have no idea. I mean, I have maybe some idea of what was fucking going on. But other than that, like, this is just insane. I've never had a stream like this for quite some time. And I've been trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. I was starting to stream and doing my little, oh, look at this. And then I was like, hello, and I was like, why is it not working? Guys, can you hear me? Then I had to switch to my fucking microphones, which I was wondering, what is my microphone? Realtek one, and I'm just trying to figure out. Hello? I think it's this one. The one on my fucking, my webcam. I was wondering why did it sound so shit? But at least we have my fucking better audio here, which is on my microphone now, so that's good to know. So I tried to have a look, and I think it's because I was trying to use DaVinci yesterday, and but it wouldn't load no matter how long I waited. So I thought I closed it down. I thought I closed it down for good. And as I was streaming, when I hit the start stream, Windows had a notification that OBS had reconnected or something, and I was wondering, I've never seen that icon before. I have never seen Windows announce to me that OBS has reconnected. Never. So that, in a way, did raise some flags for me, but I thought, oh, okay. It raised some flags, but I just thought, oh, maybe it's just, yeah, nothing to worry about. But I went to the stream, my mic wasn't fucking working. And so I tried to look. I looked at the microphones. And it said 2 applications was using my microphone. OBS and DaVinci. And I thought, I closed DaVinci. So I had to go into the Control-Alt-Delete and close DaVinci, but that didn't work. So I had to close OBS. And now it's working. So whatever the fuck happened, it happened. Honestly, I was really concerned I was going to have to, like, end the stream or something. End it completely if it didn't work out. But thankfully, we're here. So that's the most important thing. Anyway, now that shit is over and done with, how are you guys doing? As you see, I am now drinking Lucozade Alert. I've had these Lucozade drinks. Hang on. Not my favourite one. Tropical Burst. Ugh. Too much citrus for me. Ugh. I do have like the cans of like Lucozade Orange, and that's quite nice. But I like the cherry version. This will do. And I do have my G Fuel and water just in case. Wow. Right, so let's see if the game's running. Yep, there it is. I was trying to like edit my portrait and see how that would go from there. And now I'm just gonna make sure, yes, I made the tweet. I was wondering, what the fuck am I getting notifications for? Oh. Okay, who the fuck is this person who's followed me, who liked me on Twitter? They have no tweets. Nothing. Pizza and burgers are my love language. What's yours? Heart, fries, rocket ship, star. Blast off to romance in my bio link. Okay. It's weird. Sunny girl. Yeah, no, I am not clicking that fucking link. No fucking way. Fuck you. Alright. Okay, let's close that. Let's get Final Fantasy back up. And we can turn off this shit. Thank you. But yeah, sorry for any confusion if there was any, people. I do apologize. I mean, I know I don't sound sincere, when I speak. This is how I am. Because I do sort of realise I can come off as of a fucking arsehole. And I can be an arsehole. I don't like to be an arsehole, but I can come across as an arsehole. Sometimes I don't mean it, but there are times I do fucking mean it. And I try to let you know that. But if I want to let you know I'm being an arsehole, I'll fucking be an arsehole. Right. Just need to do one more thing before I can do this. And then we can be on our merry way. Okay. Whew. Alright. Okay, game's going good, I'm doing good. Let's continue on to the story. Bruh, well, we're last, of course, but at least we found the place. There we go. Oh my god, the Endwalker theme.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Wow.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
Garlemald? I love Stolar's just genuine smile.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated.
We're all just like... You wanna what now?
To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We're all
We shall
getting
share the
together.
burden then.
Alright, cool.
Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana! You're back! You're back!
Nidana, you're awake.
More than awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption.
Huh?
It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
That was a...
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
Make a dude.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Even it's stinging.
Yet
That
who
felt
has
good.
truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, The alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
Damn straight.
Talisman? Is this true?
Ooh, Metal Gear is true. Yeah, Metal Gear. Otacon. I'm at a disposal facility. Words that I sounded like Solid Snake. I can only really do it like that.
Groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas.
Good, Bing?
It was worth it.
Oh.
Oh, it was all worth it.
Oh. Someone give this lady a hug. The fuck? Oh my god, Heidelin.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
Oh yeah, it's about emotions.
What do you have there?
It's a flower, Heidelin.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of knew that.
You imply that it is distinct from ether.
As foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows.
The Force! It's the fucking Force!
Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
Okay, so we have another source power going through?
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate.
It's like the Metachlorians. Akasha is like the Metachlorians. Without it, there can't be the ether, there's no force or something. Is that it? Is that what I'm getting at?
Observe to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
Guess so.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I gotta make a post of this, because this shit's funny to me. Hang on. I don't know how to spell metachlorians. Metachlorian. Not medical Orion. The Medichlorians. Oh, for fuck's sake. Google doesn't know how to say it. Star... But it's true, though. That's how I see it. I mean, that's... Yeah, I mean, am I wrong? I get... Okay, I am... it is wrong, and as she said, it's grossly understated about it. But for me, on a surface level, because I just see things perhaps on surface level, even though I can barely see what is on the surface, because I'm too stupid to remember that shit. But that's how I see it, as surface information. That's all.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
We have a world to say. Thank goodness, thank you.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
We don't stop. Nothing, Thancred. Crow's like, yeah, you fucking carry those fucking boxes. Fucking carry those boxes. Yeah, you better fucking carry those boxes. You hear me? Carry those fucking boxes. You hear me? There we go. Right. The last thing I remember before being absorbed tower was you rushing toward me. I can only imagine the hardships you and yours must have overcome to rescue us. No matter word will suffice to express my gratitude, but I hope the flower's radiant glow says everything I cannot. Oh, thank you. And I doubt I can attune to it because I don't have a license to do it or something. You fucking outsider! Get the fuck out of here! Oh no, it's disabled. You can't use it, my friend. Alright, the color of joy. Alright then, let's go. I mean, so far things are getting interesting. Very interesting in my opinion. Oh my god, Josh Strife Hayes is fucking doing Josh Ra. Because... Oh god, I love Josh Strife. Oh my god. Ooh! Friends have logged in. Alright. Today's looking good. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labour safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Frank was suggesting, you should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back, Gordon. Cryos apprised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. But it isn't much. I've cleaned your sheets and plumped your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing to a nice, clean bed after completing a major milestone. Be it pinning a fetus, or you're feeding deformed entities. I think you're a lady, but I'm gonna go with it. So, would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Fuck no, get the fuck out of here, alright. Ooh, get some bread. There we go. Oh. Oh my god, getting Shadowbringer vibes.
Take heart and protect them well.
The fuck? Wow, that's one fucking massive ass room. Oh, that's
Good,
cute.
You're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
Oh,
We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
oh my fucking god. I fucking love this. Oh. Oh, I love it so much. Keep taking. Get those fucking pickles out of here. I love it. Alpha Note being the gentleman as
Lest
always.
you wonder, we invited Estinian as well,
I'm sure he's gonna come.
but he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Nah, he's just.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
This is fucking amazing.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
I'm sure Estinian's fine.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Oh, this is a fucking awesome. Holy shit. This is so simple, but it's great.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Those
Heidelin
are the-
instructed you to carry that flower.
Those are
yes?
the thickest bread buns I've ever seen.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joy.
Alvino's got the pizza, my boy.
Reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us.
Like what we are doing
Rare and
now.
hard won, perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
God. God. I mean. Yay!
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
No.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Eat the cookie. What are you hiding? What did you discover?
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh!
Oh, that's why that happened. Oh wow, we've eaten almost every bit. I'm sorry, but if I know, Alize would have definitely known. I love a hamburger. I would love a double hamburger with ketchup, mustard, shredded lettuce, no cheese. Are we pushing on until dawn?
I'm not that ambitious. But it is pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Fuck yeah. He stole her. He kept stealing his food. Oh, and it's green. Holy fuck, that was such a good cutscene. Oh, my boy Xenos. Come here, little bitch. Oh my god, we haven't even got to the moon yet.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, it's not like you're intentionally
Our
letting us
tower
do
in
this.
Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom.
Was it all part of your fucking plan?
Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon ether.
Thing is, Fandango, you could have fucking stopped us any fucking time. You have proven you could have easily stopped us. Like, that's the thing I was thinking about. You could have fucking done something about it, but you've let us do this. You have fucking allowed us to do this shit.
If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
Shutting you the fuck up.
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow, until the void yawned once more. And then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn, burn, let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Okay.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you.
I'm confused.
And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
What's the moon got to do with it? Elidibus was up there, so it does hold significance. On Wings of Hope. Of Wings of Hope, oh, higher, oh higher. I hope you don't mind us barging into your room for our late night feast. For its worth, it did me a world of good to put our troubles to one side, if only for a moment. Kryl and Grati have been pleasant conversation until you barged in. Excuse me, what? Anyway, I gotta go take a piss quick. I mean, how long have I been streaming? Wow, only half an hour? Wow, goddamn. Yeah, I'll be right back real quick. Just seeing what I could have. Something to eat for lunch, but don't think I really have anything. So, candy. Oh, there you are, feeling refreshed, I hope. I was a bit late to the stadium as it happens. I'll try to speak to Scholar Montachane, thank him for coming to our rescue in Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come to see us following the hearing, only to find out we'd already departed to Favnir. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to achieve what we could with his former students. And since we're still waiting for the Scholar and the others, I thought how perfect to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Yeah. Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go ahead to the Famone. Yep. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the stadium for a time. But it might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. If Father can master these fiendish contraptions, but so can I. Heading out for a stroll? No, gotta go for work. The Scholark himself was there? In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him, though I'm somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino of all people worrying over his reputation, and at our alma mater no less. Will wonders never cease? You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. Real shit. Okay. I mean, wow. Yeah, I think Alizé has really grown a lot as a character. I think for Alphino, he had definitely had his moments to shine within A Realm Reborn and then Heavensward. And I think he did have some really good moments in Shadowbringers, but this is when I felt Alizé really came into her own. And I just thought, yeah, amazing. See the sculpted picture over the entrance? That's the mask of Thaliak, the scholar, bearer of the waters of knowledge. It's no exaggeration to say that Charlian itself was one enormous shrine to him, and that's especially noticeable in the studium. It feels like only yesterday when I first walked through these doors. Here it is. Phenomenon. While I expect you to know of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for the experimental magics, and host of administrative offices and so forth. As the center of what would become later the studium, it was established to promote the study of aetherological phenomena, hence the name. Though the aether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life, even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, Phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in aetherology, the arcane, the occult, the astronomy, countless, stunning, proud as Charlian's fourth most educational institute. What? You always enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he had recited the same foppish speech, such as his underlying love for his old stomping ground. He was in top form back then, the youngest to enter the studium, graduated the highest honours in magical arts and ethology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same time, yes? At the same age, yes? And from whence I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say. Alphino actually entered half a year before me, nor did I do well enough to graduate with honours, and I'm certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects have I ever been in his shadow. If nothing else, just remember that this was where Legend Alphino Leliver began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino, and with a bit of luck it might work to our advantage. Yeah. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scarlac Martinet. Oh god. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wherever so his whims take him. Let's put him as students if he's seen them. Alright. Alright, where's the son of a bitch? Alphino Leliver wasn't the Alphino Leliver. He's with his sister, Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing: an event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word. Yeah, have you seen this guy? Oh, sorry, you said you're looking for the Scarlac. Yes, knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Elefo should have a better idea. Okay. Things were bad enough during our school days, and Alphino's time abroad has only heightened his fame, or should it be infamy? He had rivals and detractors, of course, though most of them gave that up after his adoring fans set them upon like ravenous dogs. Alphino, on the other hand, never paid much notice. They were simply beneath him. Well, damn, Alizé, that's one way of saying it. He spoke to me. It's Alphino herself in the flesh. Oh dear. I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business with the Scarlac has concluded. The Scarlac, tell me, my good fellow, does this have something to do with saving the world from catastrophe? Might we turn our attention to Master Leliver's graduation thesis? I, too, have my doubts regarding our policy non-intervention. Is it true that your experience overseas are the reason you have incurred the ear of the Forum? Oh, what I wouldn't give to see you butt heads with those old coggers. Well, there you go for now. And I know it's codgers. Are you lost? Wander off in the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're the trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? No. Oh, how silly me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to the Circus Meet. Oh, you're adorable. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in a studio? That's right, books. And that's the second most important. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal here in the Circus Meet. Whatever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Passa this, tongue of Gigantoad that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end, which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being of a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. The only thing I'm interested in gleaning is information about the Skorlak's whereabouts. I beg your pudding? I beg your pudding? You're not a gleaner, then this was all an elaborate ruse? No, wait, come to think of it, you've never actually claimed one in the first place. My mistake. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak to him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to make us meet. Go back to where you came in. You'll see opposite side of the entrance a laboratory of sorts, home of many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. Okay. Ha! In time. Ha! In time it's taken me to tell you all this, the Skorlak has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Yeah. Alright. Level-headed student. Yes, the Skorlak was here short ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall mentioning he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down a corridor, perhaps one to the auditoriums. Ah, shit. On a wild goose chase. Alright, you old fart, where are you? There he is. Whee! Ugh. I jumped all the way over here just to see you. There? Will you fucking call me, you little piece of shit?
I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
I'll be sure to take it. He gave me a wink. That's nice. Unruly kids.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
Jesus fucking Christ.
How is that even possible?
That's like a curse.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Oh boy. Well, we best do it. You all wanted it. I didn't. Oh, look at us. My big fucking spear. It's in the way. Oh.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Corporeal ether?
Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
My memory is not there, my friend. I apologize. I'm not gonna remember any of this shit.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now,
Welcome to the...
what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm.
1.0.
But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which
I think
binds
a
me
deliberate
and the rest
act.
of the Forum is based
Yoshida.
on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Charlene prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
I don't know why you're amazed, because I didn't
What
get
happens
any of
after
that.
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
You should have seen it last night. That's cute.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon.
A phenomenon,
Of course,
okay.
as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Wow, what an interesting guy. Okay, you have been granted run of Phenomenon. If you are game, Quiliafo would put your artistry into good use. Hang on. So I guess this is better than what I have? Yep, I guess it is. Ooh, that is nice. I have to admit, that is very nice. Alright, I forgot about this shit, wait. Boots, hat, and hand. Okay, the hat is better than that. Yeah, 530. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's continue. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the Forum's true motives and the mysteries of life itself for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude only to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship with Sir Paul will be great boon to us the days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with Quavo in his scholarly research. Okay. Alright. I mean, it's red, so I don't really think I can talk to her. Yep, ain't gonna take a, that's gonna take a long ass time. Long ass time. Damn, you're hot. Okay, guess I don't need it yet. Okay, well, let's just keep going. Okay, that was weird. Pressed the wrong tab, holy shit. He returned not long after we departed the studio. A shame that he missed the chance to attend our lecture with a scholar, or perhaps not. Having spent most of the time in Bavner, I have yet to fully grasp the lie of the land here in Charlian. Even finding my way to the annex proved a challenge. Ah, welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studio proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of Grand Company Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales of our possession to Limsa Laminsa. So the time has come for us to go to the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. But let us see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Yeah. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Stinian? I suppose so. What a charming man. That was hard work. Phew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. Well, you're a Lalafell. I shouldn't be complaining though. Vetra and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. What? Are you not coming with us? As much as I'd like to escape the forum's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as an official representative, found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. Yes. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. Talimsa Laminsa. So wait a minute. He brought them? Just so we could pick them up? If you learn auto interest, please let me know. In the meantime, I will do what I can to aid our cause, but I fear we will be precious little given the circumstances. Alright, oh my god, we haven't been to Laminsa in a long fucking time. Holy shit. Okay, is anything happening in the world? Okay. A foggy day in Laminsa. Laggy as fucking hell. Ah, it's good to be back in the fucking better lands of the shithole Charlian. Oh, I was so to expect you. May not be worth, but the Admiral was present entertaining the elder Setia and the Sultana. Three of the most powerful women in the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? Get me in there, please. My apologies for calling you away from the Charlian at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honoured and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. There's only right that this discussion to be conducted in person. We are locked in a war attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers. It's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn that we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plans entails? It hinges entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlie, the Allied nations have been engaged in separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge of abductions of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixal, and Anata have given rise to the increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Razadhan has given us the cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the Science of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telefrio at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be in the Isbold contingent. To think such progress has been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldier civilians have been tempered, robbed of their free will. They serve Telefrio's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but it is for the right thing to do. And that's why you have 3 women on board. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I only ask that in choosing to remember what we do, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. Aye, and that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Ulianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, the reasons to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we failed to make any headway, though the same could be said for the Telefrio. They certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Yashdola's analysis of the towers, influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observation inside the Tower of Zot, the Spires siphon aether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of aether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the largest spire in the capital. But there's logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down, along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handling over scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Isbeld contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be one to answer that. Yeah. For honor and glory, for the people of Garlemald, for revenge against the Tefero. Honor and glory for Gordon. That's most likely to say it. Revenge against Teleferoi, no, I think for the people of Garlemald is something that he'd say. Couldn't have put it better myself. Well, I'll be right back. Alright, let's go fucking crazy. Yestola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, the prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warning scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Isilbold. Raban and Lord Emmerich are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourself known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the code will do you in before the Telepheroi have so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go. Safe in the knowledge of Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Right. I mean, I think another thing I have a problem with, but I've always kind of had a problem, is with, Nanamo. Oh my god, I just seen her, and I forgot her name already. Yeah, I was right, fucking Nanamo, okay. The whole, like, Nanamo and Lorito thing, I think that this story just was... It felt so... cancelled, or something. That's what I generally think. Is that the whole idea with, like, Lorito and such was just, it went nowhere, in my opinion. It really went nowhere. Like she was forced to stay in the power when she wanted to make it like a republic, and then that's it. It's all fucking said and done. Oh my god, I haven't been in this shithole for a while. Oh, where's Lise? Ah, fancy meeting you here. I trust our mutual friend is settling into life as a scion. Collaboration was never his forte. The moment the fighting ended, off he go, like a yell cat swept in a strong breeze. But rest assured, he will always be there when you need him. Probably. If Emmerich asks after me, say I'm getting on fine and leave it at that. Don't you dare breath a word about the cord. Sorry, sir. Ah, Wanderer's return. You've been busy, bringing down a tower and producing the keys, destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warding scales of yours are what it's made the whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. I rose to organize the various delegations into cohesive units. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties far too long, lest our defense efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there is a fair amount of opposition to the formation of Ilsberg contingent. There is suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid until Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, whereas words serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilsburg, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Oh my god! Such devastation! It is not my intention. Fucking Gaius. Holy shit. My goodness. Whew. Thought I'd never see you. Much has occurred since we parted ways in worlds. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Galmold, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us. Strange, I thought you had a stake in this. I do. The Lethroi have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mode of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Galmold into chaos. Were I to travel to the Ilsburg contingent, I would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of their former legators and attempt to raise me in a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I'd only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they will be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Gallian soil. I'm stilt. Will is in your hands. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. For what it's worth, you have my gratitude. You and your comrades have strength and courage to deliver my countrymen. I am certain of it. Yeah. In the light of Gaia's rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you for your escort our friends inside? Yes. You might even bump to an old acquaintance or two, and if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. Hell yeah. I mean, at this point, I still have better gear than what the game is trying to offer me. Like, I am level 25 and I have an item level 30 because I grinded that shit because I wasn't able to do like dungeons or do certain content, so I had to fucking grind out and do whatever so I could get this armor. I mean, this was bloody fucking expensive to get, but holy shit, it was so fucking cool. I love it. Present. The other members of Ilsburg contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrivals. Please make your way inside as soon as you're ready. Ah, members of Science, you and your friends? Yeah, let me get it. Get me the fuck in.
By the 12.
Whoa. Oh my god, Lise.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am
Lucia.
glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia.
It's good to see you
I
again.
come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
Fucking absolutely. Good. I don't think I've heard her voice since long time ago.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Like, I'm trying to remember, in like the post patches, or like at least other Stormblood, she never had a voice role for a long time.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Hey! Oh my god, emo kid's still here.
Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must.
Wow, you haven't changed since the Real
Harun
Reborn.
Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Oh.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me.
Oh yes, it's the guy that he stupidly challenged. Oh, that was still a good cutscene though.
Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhole in, has it?
Alright, shut up.
So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
At least you have noble cause.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we.
Fuck it, at least it's still fucking hot.
Warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the Avatar of Destruction.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
With comrades like these, I
Angry.
know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead.
Good.
Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
Well, we're gonna need all the freaking tech.
There is another awaiting introduction.
Ah, shit.
Lord Amonelane!
A Marlene. Oh my god.
Ah, yes. Emmanuelaine de Forton, at your service.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom...
Okay, that's embarrassing. May your graceful prancing lead the way to victory. I dare say your fancy footwear maybe stands between us and certain doom.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honohua with my tales of daring do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Uh-oh.
Would that be the Shinobi of Doma?
Oh.
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Well, I wonder who that could be. Yay!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Holy shit, this guy's coming in fucking spiffy.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Yeah.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamiga. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey.
Oh god, I haven't seen Cid since Stormblood.
However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telopheroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Well, here we go. I'm glad to see you well, Gordon. Grandma was worried for you. The night I agreed to come hither and join the contingent, the gods sent her a strange dream. 2 suns, one burning red, the other frozen black. Closer they circled, closer and closer, and they danced the world fell to ruin. In blind chaos she spied blackened silhouettes, and knew at once that one was yours. Yet we know not how to interpret this dream, save us a sign of greater danger awaits. Whatever lies ahead, I will walk with you, traveller. I care not for the Iron Men and their troubles, it is the destiny of the weak that die in... right. Even so, I will do as I agreed. I volunteer to join the band of Serena's request. If you think it's a worthy cause, that's reason enough. Though we hail from different tribes, our bond has grown strong of late. She is much better company of a hunt than any of the steps oafish men could be dream of. I do not expect the other Azure Dragoon here to be of all places. As he knows, I am not of the verbose critics. We shall instead lend our lances to do the talking once we're on the battlefield. Then we'll see if the other have been diligent in his training. Seems so long ago we were sailing across the Ruby Sea and charging about the Azim Steppe with Serena and the others. I say we overdue another adventure. And brings back the memories, we'll see some of their faces. We were so much together. Good times and not so good. I expect Gallo to be mostly the latter, but I'd like to believe we will look back on the days more fondly in the years to come. But for that to happen, we'll have to make out of this alive. Don't you die on me, eh? Often has Father told me of the struggles faced by Alamigo in the days of the occupation, and I too have crossed swords with the Empire on many occasions. Though Galamond has long been our bitter enemy, Her Grace has elected to bolster the Ilsberg contingent with members of the Immortal Flames. As representative of the Sultanate, we are on the one of commitment of cause. Stinian said he saw an Azure Dragon, like... Oh my god, fucking Alberic! Let me have a look at you. A touch nervous end of the battlefield, perhaps? Well, I shall be there alongside you as a temple knight serving of your fine van. If I may not look it, I was the Azure Dragon once upon a time. So you can rest assured I will give you all that I have coming fight. I certainly won't be shown up to you by a Stinian. Alright, let's fucking get on with it. Aside the delegate assembled here, the Almarja and the several other tribes offered to send troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to their sociology, many would struggle to simply survive in the harsh climate of Ilsberg. They would also be proved tempting targets for abduction for the Tefero. All things considered, they can better aid the cause by bolstering our defences in Eorzea, though their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have suffice. Ere we embark, we must distribute the warding scales to our comrades. Care to do the honours? Yeah. Warding scales of this Guardian delegation, I take it? Many thanks. The talisman may prove to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I found myself conflicted by this foray into Galmold, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only to throw in my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. And now I lead the mission to save a countryman I betrayed. But this is doubtless why I chose the Lord Emmerich. He would have me put to my extensive knowledge and former tie to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garlemald, and the rest of the world at large, I will lead us to victory. That set of warring scales I spy? Now I would know what they'd look like. Wow, look at these! Even a layman like me can tell they're bursting with aether, all the way to fend off the tempting waves. Is that the right term? Anyway, these will give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain and whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Only one way to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hells if I'd give a chance to put Zenus back in the grave where he belongs. I heard you coming with something for us. Yeah, take it and fuck off. I don't give a shit. I don't really give a shit about you, let's be honest. Yes? You little bitch. Take it and shut the fuck up. So these are the famed warding scales, even for me and my men, I see. Under normal circumstances, I would not have been allowed to travel outside of Tweleswood. The Elder Seedseer, however, has granted me special permission. He has bid me lend my magic to the people of Garlemald while learning all that I can of their ways. In doing so, I will come closer to understanding myself and my place in the world. Or so she says. I say it is past time our allies benefited from the power of the Seedseer's disposal. Some bemoan that we hide our light under a bushel, and I intend to address the criticism. Okay. Stout as ever. We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Oh, for talismans, we are to keep them close at all times, yes? We will see that no one replaces theirs. Ah, before I forget, I have a message from Hian. In distant lands, in times of strife, together, stand together, fight. In darkness shines the light of life. I hope I have done his word justice. Doma, like Orford, has been plagued by the towers, yet while he could not be there, he wished to express his shared conviction. Hian and Yugiri labour without rest to unite the people, and with their aid will keep the enemy at bay. And we for the Steppe and Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war. Alright, guess we're done. Do you have warding scale for me too? Fuck no, you little bitch. Yeah, we do it here. Dick, take it. Thank you for this, and for going such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. For I have a little offer to return, I would impart some advice, if I may. You have been told many wear the cold of this build. I cannot stress enough that as no token warning. I will be distributing specialty-made warming tinctures, courtesy of the Alchemist Guild, but understanding that they are no substitute for proper protection. I have provisioning of said protection at your discretion. Now, let's proceed with Alamegan Quarter. While you are making your final preparations, I have pilots ready at the airships. Yeah. Alright. Whew! This is our last tent to make ready before we set forth. You need worry about Uyonja and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Estinian claims to be quite warm and toasted beneath his armour, and since he spent far better time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Garan Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you were not overtly concerned with style. Now to put such a fine point onto it, I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something to my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of sirens need of Taylor I hear? Tataru? Yes! Tataru! Yay! But how? Mwahaha! I have my ways. Oh yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Ilsburn without telling me? Ha! Nothing escapes my notice. Yay! Tataru's back. Now you will wear these garments I made for you whether you like it or not. Hey. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion, rather the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? He has a point. I did have one other thing to share. Agmas and Luwada have finally reunited with us from assignments in faraway lands. They'll be staying in the Rising Stones for a while, so keep an eye on events throughout Eorzea. Since they'll be running things back to headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Sharlayan? Oh, why not? You can keep crowd company in Valdesi and Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there, and the herd Agmus and Bulwada fucking these did a fine job carrying over in our stead while we were laying comatose. With them in change in the Rising Stones, we've nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, Because a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't positioned to transport your souls to another world, if anything similarly disastrous were to happen, it'll be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to share taken care of, then I'll make my way to Sharlayan. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in the Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will, every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. Let's fucking do it. Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly. Aww. I gotta wear him. I fucking have to. Where is it? Oh shit. I did it the wrong way. Where is it? My armor. Cast glamour. You'd think I'd have an understanding of this by now. Hang on. I fucking love this. Oh yeah, I love this shit. Get into the light. Oh yeah. Okay, brightness is not good enough for me here. 1 second. Ah, much better. Oh yes. Oops. Nope. There we go. That's what I like to see. Now, where do I... There we go. Okay. I'm told that the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? It's an honor to finally meet you. Yeah. Right then, it's time to fucking do it. I'm gonna need my supplies ready.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Oh wow, this is awesome.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we've come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most.
Oh, fuck.
I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Very well. Alright, shit's about to get real. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. Alright. Okay. God, he looks good. He looks so fucking good in that. Holy shit.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand.
Right.
A blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
There you go, Frankfurt.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh shit. Yeah, Fankred, baby. Right. Reduce damage taken. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
It's done. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
What? All right. I hope I'm doing this right.
Damn,
Fuck. It was not done right. Shit. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I royally fucked that up. Shit. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Set the explosives. Okay. No, father. I feel like there is a faster way of doing this. Like, I don't know, like their field of fucking vision, so. Must bar the way. What? Are you? Fuck me. I thought, oh, that's gonna like distract them. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I deserve that shit. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck off. It's not hard to fucking fight. I'm just so fucking stupid. I don't understand. Right. Ugh, Jesus. Yeah, skip. I don't need to see it all over fucking again, please. Ah, great. Loading. I wish I did this. Fuck. Guard dogs detect Vanquid even when. Okay. Alright.
Keep your wits about you. It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Okay. No. You kidding me? Come on. All right, I'm through. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Come on, hurry up. They're coming. Send word. There we go.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control tower. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Okay, a little confused now. Okay. So I guess I have to knock him out. Let him get closer. Yes. Alright, okay, I think I get it. Woof, woof. Yeah, for me, Sonny Gims. Fucking hurry up, you bloody spider. Ugh. Eh. Oh. Fuck. I I knew it was a mistake. Fuck, damn it. Come on, Frankfurt, hurry up. Come here. Whew. Okay, one fuck up that time. That's better than my other amount of fuck ups.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Here we go. Boom. Have you been at the Rio Whispers contingent supply caravan? On the up.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
Uh-oh.
Wait! Something's coming!
Man, battle stations! Dogs!
Oi, oi. Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Come on, you fuckers, let's go.
Protect the others!
It's all or nothing, as a Stenian would say. Boom, there we go.
A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, obviously. What makes you think that now? Glory. Awesome, there we go. Oh, shoot. There we go. Whew.
You lot alright back there?
Yes.
We're fine. I'm ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
All right. That's more my kind of style of missions. Meanwhile, on the front line. Oh, goalies.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time.
Go, Estinian.
The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young chargers would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
The hell?
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Better late than never.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
We have them now!
Fucking hell, kill her! At least I remember these ones.
Is everyone all right?
Just splendid. Ah, shit. Okay. I mean, so far so good. This is simple enough. I suppose it is. Tank Buster. If I remember that correctly. I think I'm a little confused now. I think this is gonna be fucked up. Okay, right, fuck. I thought that was gonna be the end of it. I think it almost was. Whew! God. Come on, game, load, please.
A worthy adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
I mean, he's fucking brash, but holy hell, she's fucking hot.
Sadu Hatun.
That was the last of them. day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
We're doing all right.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Mm-hmm.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi, after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken.
We're all here.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Garlemald. Holy shit.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Alright. Delivery moogles here. Yep, sadly all my things are currently better, so... I wonder though, what does this armor set looks like at the moment? Okay. Yeah, looks cool, I guess. Sure. I'll do it later. Okay, so need nothing to do here. Attune to the crystal. Oh, right, so we're here. That's good. Okay. We'll just continue on for now. In spite of the obstacles we've faced, our plans proceed to pace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action for with Lucia. Would you mind asking your Stola and Guard to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? As they and I will meet you there. Okay. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over there once I have my head cleared. Interrupt have been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower of the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even in its distance, its presence is overwhelming. As much like the sensation I felt on the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ava flows increasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Okay. You'll be pleased to know that most of the temple have been quartered inside the nearby buildings that are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may have long gone, but everything is exactly the way they left it. Considering the length of time has clearly passed since, one would have expected to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything being stolen. It's possible everyone fled at the first sight of trouble, though it seems to me they only left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You meant in a meeting, I'll make my way there. Robard taught me a lot about military strategy during the exercises in the fringes, coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I declare to put his teachings into practice. Vigilia is in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, glory to Garlemald. They still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. The Tempered are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to it all eventually. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin. Okay?
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers in their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the Tempered is all well and good, but I reckon all the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
It's true.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
If there are any survivors, we will surely find them. Extensive travels, something of unestimate, but I suppose there's nothing else that needs doing. Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, I don't. Now you're going to have the honourable response.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
On the road again. Hey, on the road again. Let's go. Gods be good. If it's this code with Tartaru's clothing, I dread to think how we would fare without it. I must remember to thank her next time we meet. It makes me realise too that while the people of Galmod have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. Even if there are any survivors, we must find them and quickly. Right, so now let's have a look at how long I've been streaming for. So about 2:30. So it's been what? 3 hours. 3 hours, I think it's a good point for me to leave the stream and continue this another time. But yeah, that was great. I had loads of fun. It was wonderful just to hang out with the characters and have these interactions. Wonderful stuff. Besides that fuck up I did with Thancred, I should have read the instructions. My bad. But otherwise, yeah, that was a good stream. I really enjoyed myself, and I hope to continue this probably on maybe Sunday. Because tomorrow and Saturday I'm going to be very busy. I'm going to be working late. So yeah. But thank you all so much for joining. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Do not mind me while I'm trying to smoothly look for some music. And I can't find any. Oh well, we're gonna just continue with this. Peace. That was the wrong one. Peace.